All right, we are back. You are listening to K-Talk Radio 1640 AM. This is the show, Utah Home Sweet Home. I am your host, Yoshi Shiraki. And today we are talking about the We Buy Houses guys, how they work, and the different types of opportunities and options that they can present to you as a seller, depending on your situation. They're not for everybody, for sure. But as we discussed just here a few minutes ago, they can be for some, and until you've had a discussion with them and reached out to them, you may obviously not realize what opportunities they have to present to you. So we are now going to dive into kind of just remodeling, right? So I fix and flip properties. I'm one of those We Buy Houses guys. I can help people who need to sell their house quickly. I can help people who have the hoarder house that they inherited that has 5, 6, 7 dumpsters worth of garbage in the home that needs to get disposed of, that nobody wants to take care of, so they want to press the easy button and sell it to an investor who can come in, who has the crews to do all of that. But assuming that you have a project you want to tackle yourself, here's the thing. You've heard it before, and if you watch those shows, HGTV, you're probably very familiar that the money is going to come from the kitchen and baths. You're going to get the biggest return from the kitchen and baths, right? And if the home has a master suite, you'll even have a better return. Homes that we buy, depending on the neighborhood, of course, depending on the price point, if we meet that price point where master bedrooms are expected, but let's just say it's in Mill Creek, it's in Sugar House, high-end parts of Mill Creek, Sugar House will have smaller homes that are very old, and there's no master suite. There's a master bedroom, but there's no bathroom in that master suite. They just didn't design them that way back then. And if we can figure out a way in our remodeling to structure a master suite very inexpensively, because you can always figure it out. It's just a matter of how big the budget's going to cost you. But if you can figure it out inexpensively, then that's going to bring, on those higher end neighborhoods, a very good return to be able to produce a master suite for a Sugar House neighborhood or a Mill Creek neighborhood that there is no master suite. So if you inherit grandma's house, or you live there and you're looking to sell and you want to increase the value, kitchens and baths is where you're going to spend all your money, or most of it, for the most part. So there's a couple things that you're going to want to do as you progress forward. When I first got started in renovating homes, I just, you watch a couple of those TV shows, and everything that they throw in those TV shows and everything they throw in those houses on those TV shows is all brand new. Everything's brand new. So you think you're just supposed to do the same, right? And there are so many kitchens out there that are super dated, but the bones, the structure of the cabinets are super solid. I mean, they were built, really, really well. However, they're just dated. They have an old style to them, an old-fashioned look to them. You can definitely improve your kitchen on a very minimal budget if, rather than putting in new kitchen cabinets, you just refaced them, right? And refacing them is basically just putting on a new modern cabinet door. So what you do is you pay a refacing company, cabinet company, when you call a cabinet company, depending on the company, and say, hey, do you guys reface? A lot of them will say, we do, but it's just better to, do new cabinets. It's only a little bit more, right? And they're sales people, right? That's what they do. They sell. So you want to be careful not getting talked into it if you are certain that your cabinets just need a new door. And so I share that with you because every time I reach out to cabinet companies to, just hear if they do refacing or have a conversation with them, some of them will try and sell you on a new cabinet because, of course, that's more profitable for them. And so just be aware that if your cabinets are really structurally sound, you can definitely reface, even though they may tell you it's better to do new. Sure, new is always nice, but we're trying to increase the profit in our pocket when we turn around and sell a home that we're remodeling. So basically, they come in, they take all the doors and hinges off of your cabinets, right? And because a lot of times the hinges are super dated, and so now a lot of hinges are hidden inside. When you open, when the cabinet doors close, you don't see the hinges on newer cabinets. On old-fashioned cabinets, when the cabinet doors close, you can see the hinges. So you're going to want to upgrade the hinges as well, not just the door. So these companies will come in, they'll remove all the doors, they'll remove all the hinges, and the first thing they'll do is they will paint, and paint's not the right word, they probably refinish. But they can refinish it to any color you want, which is why I typically say paint. But they can refinish those cabinets to be any color that you want. Now, right now, white cabinetry is super hot. And, there's a couple colors like gray, white, that you'll see these refinishers come in and they'll paint the body of the cabinets so that they have that nice new color. And they'll usually paint the interior of the cabinets as well, inside of the cabinets, so the inside of the cabinets look fresh as well, right? Because a lot of times, if you don't paint the inside, when your buyer comes and opens up that cabinet door after they see this beautiful kitchen, they're going to see that the inside of the cabinets are extremely old or dated or maybe even water stained. So these refinishers are going to refinish the inside of the cabinets and the outside, right? And then they're going to put a new door, and then, in my personal opinion, it's a very minimal investment, but you put a new modern, or whatever the traditional knob or handle is that is at the time, that's hot at the time, right? And so if you put a new door, let's just say you paint everything white, then you put a new shaker door or whatever kind of cabinet door that you want and a new handle on there, when people walk in, it literally looks like a brand new kitchen, right? And then, of course, you're going to update the countertop, right? Again, typically stone of some kind, or hard surface. All countertops are hard surfaces, but what's the word I'm looking for? Imitate, like quartz. Sorry, I couldn't think of the brand. Quartz is like, it looks like marble, it looks like granite, it looks like stone, but it's not. You can definitely go with natural stone like Carrara marble or granite. However, I like quartz, and the reason why is quartz is a fabricated product which isn't porous. Carrara marble is porous, right? You spill a bottle of wine on your countertop and you don't notice it, or maybe spill is not the right word, but you place your wine cup on your Carrara marble, which has wine on the bottom for whatever reason that leaked, and then you go to bed and wake up later and that wine may have started to penetrate the porous rock, right? The porous marble, where quartz is not porous, and that's why I like quartz. But quartz they can make quartz look just like marble, just like granite, and it's absolutely beautiful. So anyways, you probably want to entertain an idea like that as far as updating the freshness of the kitchen. And if you do those things, just those two things, that obviously is going to dramatically change and improve the appearance of the kitchen. However, if you have it in your budget, of course, new faucets and new light fixtures are going to be a game changer as well. Of course, depending on the paint color that you have there and your current flooring, you may need to improve that, but you may not. If you already have, hardwood floors, or the tile that's in there is already beautiful for whatever reason, or just clean, then you may not need to do flooring. Paint's so inexpensive that usually, even if the house is in great shape, we like to do a fresh coat of paint because it just looks like it's fresh, right? So you're going to basically improve that kitchen, and then you're going to do the same thing with the bathroom. Okay, before we part ways, in case you have a dog or know someone else who does have a dog, I wanted to take a quick second to show you the Snap Leash. The Snap Leash can literally do so many things, and I'm going to share with you one of the many cool things that it can do. As you can see, the Snap Leash is designed with 2 swivel hooks, one on each end. This end has a cushion stitched into it to make it comfortable when walking your dog. Now, all you have to do is take this swivel hook, put it into this very first grommet, and now you've got your handle. Okay, so now let's imagine you're at the park and you want to secure your pet quickly, safely, and easily to a park bench, a tree, or a pole because you just want to sit down and relax. Well, all you need to do is take this swivel hook, remove it from the very first grommet, wrap this leash around any size tree or pole or park bench, and put it into the appropriate grommet,
And now you have secured your pet quickly, safely, and easily. And when it's time to head home, another great feature about the snap leash is you can simply wrap it around your waist for hands-free walking. Lastly, if you ever accidentally forget your waist bags at home, these grommets make a great place to fasten the waist bags so you never leave home without them. And if you want to see all of the other cool things that the snap leash can do, then please just click on the link below and find out why so many others are falling in love with the snap leash.